Yeah. I want the top, 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 top. All my people right there in the back of the spot. I need the top, 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 top. If you know me, you don't know me to stop. I need the top, 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 top. All my people there in the back of the spot. Let them shout. Yeah.
Closing in on game time at PNC Park. It's Pirates baseball. Next on the show. Now from the north shore of the Allegheny River, there's a beautiful look at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight it's the third of this four-game weekend series between the East-leading Washington Nationals and the Pirates. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian getting set to bring you this one on the show. Along with me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And EK, let's take a quick look back at what's transpired over the first two games in this four-game set.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the series on the road. You see there, these guys have come in and taken the first two games of this four-game set. They're playing with a lot of confidence right now, and it's obviously showing in their results.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's give you a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Washington Nationals, as their starting nine tonight will look like this. They'll go to work against a former #1 overall pick out of UCLA, the hard-throwing right-hander Garrett Cole. Denard Span will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. Throw on to first to take care of Span for the game's first out. So Span retired to start things out, and with that, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by the folks at Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Jason Worth will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. But this is back into the seats, a foul ball. Once again, a 3-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. Stewart has a bead on it, and he's got it 2 down.
Well, this will wind up nothing more than a pop-out in the scorebook. But what won't go unnoticed in that dugout is that he battled for an awfully long time there. That takes a lot of energy out of a guy when he's got to throw that many pitches.
Good eye there by young Zimmerman as he moves ahead in the count 2-1.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. Wilson Ramos would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And a full count now, 3-2.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Full count pitch on its way. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. And this ball's hit pretty well, high and deep to straightaway left. Snyder is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. And now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. Starting lineup for the host Pirates is there on your screen. And set to go to work against this lineup. There you get a look at the numbers for one of the better left-handers around, the starter Gio Gonzalez. Jose Tabata will step in now. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. A quick out number 1. Neil Walker will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Walker lays off there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Hit hard towards the hole, and that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Oh, and that's a good sign right there. They're really hoping to get him going out of that 2 spot. And he comes through big time right here with a first-inning single.
Andrew McCutchen will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. And Spann will haul this one away for route number 2.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball, but he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Pedro Alvarez will stand in hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. And he may have reached for ball 4 there as this is sent on the ground to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Nothing in the Pirate first. We're on to the second now in Pittsburgh. No score on the show. Wilson Ramos will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, it seems to me like you've at least got to make him go after something there. I mean, the bat never left his shoulder. That's making it way too easy for a guy leading off the inning.
Oh, and it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Well, that's just made to order right there. 2 hops to short, easy pivot, not a lot of heat at second base. That's just a pretty routine double play.
Adam LaRoche will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Ian Desmond will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. No offer on that one, 2 balls and a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. 3-1 now as that misses down and in. On the ground down the first base line, and Sanchez won't get to this one. It's a fair ball.
And he continues to stay hot. He's got that average up into the 290s now as he comes through with another base hit here.
Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Now a good changeup there as this is lifted into the air out towards center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Gabby Sanchez will stand in, hoping to perhaps pick up a base hit so we can climb over that Mendoza line. And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Such a tough pitch to lay off there. The 2-seamer working away with 2 strikes, but he lets it go. Maybe just because he knew he couldn't hit it.
And Sanchez swings and misses here as he's retired for out number 1. Jordy Mercer will stand in now, and his batting average currently good for 7th in the National League. And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Well, that may have been the last pitch in the at-bat that he could do something with. He's not going to get anything better than that.
Harper will come in a bit and put it away for the 2nd out of the inning.
And that's a nice comeback from down 3-0 to get the fly ball out. This is a guy he did not want to walk, so he made sure the next few pitches were at least in the strike zone.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Gio Gonzalez will turn right around and get us started here. 9-1-2 to start inning number 3. This is hit sharply to the left side. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. Back to the top of the order now. And standing 4th is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. That misses. 2-1 the count now to the National center fielder.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Lined into left field, and that's a base hit. Jason Worth will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. And he takes a called strike 2.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Now the 1-2. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to 3rd here as he advances on the wild pitch. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Due next, there's Ryan Zimmerman. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one as that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say he didn't care too much for that call at the plate. But was he right? Show track says... Yeah, I think he's got a little bit of a beef up there. That pitch looked to be a good few inches off the plate, and that's a tough way to go down. You know, no hitter likes to have the bat taken out of his hands.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, and he's been able to turn this inning around after back-to-back hits got this thing started. He's responded with 2 strikeouts, and here's the last one. Just a good job of bouncing back and not pitching tight out there.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And he struck him out, so nothing becomes of the 3rd inning rally, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More ahead from the North Shore right after this. Travis Snyder will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. And this is swung on and missed, though he will need to do a little housekeeping at first. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. Garrett Cole will get his first shot at it here. And a called strike on the outside corner there. It's full now, 3-2.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing.
And he lays off here. It's ball 4. Man, that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher. Jose Tabata will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. This is headed toward the hole and through the hole. A 1-out single.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with 1 away.
Neil Walker will stand in. A base hit his first time around. Full count pitch on its way. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Andrew McCutchen will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd. And this is swung on and bounced up the center of the diamond. Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out the Bucco rally as the inning is over. Pirates strand a couple. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Bryce Harper will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. Goes the other way as this is line to left. Oh, and this goes right past him. He'll take the turn and head for second. Adam LaRoche will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around. And he struck him out.
And after the error on that previous play, I think he's out there saying, you know what? Why don't I just take care of this guy myself? Good job out there to bounce back with the strikeout.
Now a swing and a ball pulled down the line to 3rd. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Anthony Rendon will try it again. He flew out his first time. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Lined hard to center field. McCutchen is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. After the break, we'll see the former #1 overall pick Pedro Alvarez start things out. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no... And there is Pedro Alvarez. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. So one away in the inning now, and that'll bring in the first baseman, Gabby Sanchez.
Gabby Sanchez.
And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
And now on 2-1, this ball sent in the air out to straightaway left. Jordy Mercer will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. On the ground, softly towards second. Throw on to LaRoche takes care of him, and with that, the side is retired. Gio Gonzalez will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. You know, maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless so far.
Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. And the leadoff man gone now to start the fifth.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Now a swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to Sanchez is in time, 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And here's the left fielder, Jason Worth. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup. So you can't let your guard down.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
The third baseman, number 11.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And that'll bring forward the power-hitting third baseman, Ryan Zimmerman. Full count now, 3-2. He's ready now, the pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Rounding third is Worth on his way home. And he is in there with a double. Wilson Ramos will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through.
Ramos.
And this is fouled straight back. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Now a ball hit sharply out to left center, and he'll deliver an RBI with 2 away as this should be good for extra bases. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now. Bryce Harper will stand in 0 for 2 thus far.
34. Bryce.
And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Last half of the 5th coming up. Chris Stewart will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. Ready on 2-1. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed, 2-2. Now a ball hit hard but foul as this one forces the third base coach to dance out of danger. And he swings and hits this ball high in the air and deep to left center field. Span is in retreat as he pulls it in for the first out. Travis Snyder will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full 3-2.
Hard to believe he'd let that one go. I mean, that was right on a platter for him.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Pirates.
Russell Martin will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Russell Martin.
On the ground to third. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? Oh, he might not. This ball's kicked out there. And they won't have a play as he reaches at first. Let's see how this is scored.
Yeah, these are those tough kind of choppers that come at you with an in-between hop. Here, he doesn't know whether to charge it or play it on the hop, and as it turns out, he doesn't even get a glove on it.
Jose Tabata will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
And you know, down there at third base, he absolutely wants another shot at a ground ball. Something to try and make up for that error.
Changed up on him there, but it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. And this hops over the wall out there for a ground rule double. And maybe a tough break as that'll freeze the runner at third with 2 gone. Neil Walker will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And with 2 outs, you want to make sure those guys earn that run. Well, don't let them score on a wild pitch.
Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out the Bucco rally. Brian Morris will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
29. Brian Morris.
Adam LaRoche will get things started here in the top of inning number 6. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, this is hit hard towards second, and that's in there, base hit. Ian Desmond will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Ian Desmond.
And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Foul. The payoff pitch one more time. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Now, he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Anthony Rendon will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips. Just off the inside part of the plate, it's 3-1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Here's the full count offering. Fouled back. Now here's a swing and a ground ball back up the box. Throw in time at first for out number 2. But they'll only get 1 as he's in there at second.
Yeah, and the only silver lining to this offensively is that you get that guy up to second base, and now he's in scoring position. but I would doubt seriously that that was his intention.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
Well, this is turning into a real dogfight now.
And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. Tabata will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. One left for Washington, but they're on top 2-0. Andrew McCutchen will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Here's Desmond now at short. On to first is Desmond, and that's in time for the first out. Pedro Alvarez will stand in. 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Fastball in there, 3-2.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. You know, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Gabby Sanchez come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3-4-5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Denard Span will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is foul near the seats. In the air to left center. And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away.
This guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy, he's not the closer, but these are the guys that keep you in the ball games, and he's doing the job here.
Called strike in a dangerous location there, 1-2.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, there's the true definition of a power arm out of the bullpen. He just reared back and said, go ahead, try to hit it. And he blew that 4-seamer right by the guy.
Line hard into left, and that'll get down for a base hit. Wilson Ramos will dig in. 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Here he comes on 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And this pitch misses for ball 4, so that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away. Bryce Harper will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. Jordy Mercer will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
And Ramos looks up to put this one away for the first out. Chris Stewart will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. And he'll let it fly from deep in the hole. Throw in the dirt, but it's handled by LaRoche. Nice play. Travis Snyder will step in now, 0 for 2 to this point.
Travis Snyder.
This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the Adam LaRoche will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Number 48.
Adam LaRoche will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. 2-1 now to LaRoche. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Set to follow here is Ian Desmond. And that is in there at the letters to run it full 3-2. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Now batting.
Ian Desmond will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats, foul. Now another 1-2. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to Sanchez. It's a double play. Anthony Rendon will stride in, grounded out his last time through. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Here's a swing and a hard hit ball back up the middle and into center field for a 2-strike single. Gio Gonzalez will make a 4th plate appearance tonight, and why not? He's been in command. And he'll just flip this one underhanded to first to record the out. Nationals leave 1, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Josh Harrison will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Josh Harrison.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And that'll be a base hit, so it's a pinch hit single here to get him started in the home half of inning number 8. Jose Tabata will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on...
And meanwhile, this pitch gets away from him. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Sliced hard, but foul. Look out over there. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? There's 1. On to first, and the rally ends just as quickly as it began. 2 away now here in the 8th. Neil Walker will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Andrew McCutchen will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Mark Melanson will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Denard Span will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Ball hit pretty well out toward left center. And the leadoff man retired here to kick off the 9th. Jason Worth will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time.
Jason Worth.
On Worth, among the best in baseball a couple of years ago working the count. He's got it to 3-1 now. Due next, there's Ryan Zimmerman. And he misses, ball 4. Ryan Zimmerman will try again. 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Now there goes Worth. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. And he is in there. And now a throw comes homeward, and it's over his head. What's going on? Wilson Ramos will stand in. Base on balls his last time. And this is taken for a called 3rd strike. So they go right at him with the base open, and it pays off. And now there are 2 gone in the inning. Bryce Harper will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a big hit right here.
2-2 pitch on the way. Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count, 3-2. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well,
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Pedro Alvarez will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
3-1 on the way. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. Harper is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
Up next for Pittsburgh,
Gabby Sanchez will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only 1 walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time, ball 3.
And I know he wants the shutout, but with his pitch count the way it is right now, a walk right here might signal the end of the line for him.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and yes, he went around. It's strike 3.
Well, this has been a thoroughly dominating performance out there. He's kept these guys guessing all game long, and he's just 1 out away now from picking up a well-deserved complete game shutout.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Nationals have taken the first 3 games in this 4-game set. They'll look to sweep tomorrow as the ball game is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, the Nationals were given an excellent start here by the gentleman you see in action there. Gio Gonzalez. Picture perfect there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Harros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. Washington is victorious in this one, 2-0. Good night from Pittsburgh.